about to get mean again. Did you guys happen to see this perfect example of just about everything that's wrong with conservative ideology today? No? What the fuck is this, Bethany? I want to thank you, Bethany, for providing this perfect example of exactly how unprincipled you all are. Even your beliefs don't align with your beliefs. But we already knew that. I just thought you were completely unaware of this. No. Apparently not. See, Bethany, proudly doing her part for overpopulation, has 6 kids and as an above average contributor to the lowering of the average IQ of the population, she cares about family policy. That makes sense. But Bethany has a problem, and she's starting to realize it. For example, she points out that if J.D. Vance did in fact support the higher child tax credits that he claims to, he simply could. He could have voted for them as a senator, but he blocked them just last week. He and a handful of other Republican senators just boycotted the vote. They just skipped it, which Bethany points out is not the only example of talking the talk but not walking the walk. Good job, Bethany. Good job. The next example she uses are about COVID policies and masking for kids, but then very astutely points out that these terrible child masking policies were in fact written during the Trump administration. Whoops. Now this is where I start to have an issue with this article. Quote, and as much as I'd rather not admit it, the Democrats have a much stronger record when it comes to American families. Now my issue is not with the accuracy of this statement, because you're right, Bethany. You are very correct. Not just about the stronger record that Democrats have on benefiting and helping American families, but the fact that you would rather not admit it. And that's the fucking problem, isn't it, Bethany? Quote, I'm not one to give credit to the Democratic Party on anything. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. See, therein lies the issue. You don't want to give credit where credit is due. Let's just pretend for a moment that politics really is about you and only you, that you should only care about what benefits you and no one else, that anything that benefits someone else but doesn't benefit you is a problem, even if it does nothing to you. Because we don't want people to have nice things, even if our things are still nicer. Banish the thought. Let's just go with that, right? You are comfortable with harming whoever, as long as you get to hold everyone else to your principles. Except you're fundamentally unprincipled, aren't you? Because if you actually believed the things that you claim to believe, you would not be voting the way you're voting. Instead, you would rather vote against everything you claim to be for, to be about, just because your identity as a conservative is more important to you. You know that being the absolute best mother to your children would actually entail going against the party that repeatedly acts and goes against your interests. But I guess owning the libs is more important than your kids, Bethany.